everyone! So for today's video, as you can guess by the title, I'm going to be doing a book haul because I love reading and I bought some new books the other day, so I really wanted to do a haul on these books because I thought it would be something different, and I'm really interested in reading. I love books, so I thought why not make a video on the books that I bought. So I haven't read any of these books yet, so it's not really a review, it's just a haul of what these books are. And I bought these books from a pretty random place, I would say. Most people go to WH Smith's or Waterstones for their books, but me, I go to Sainsbury's apparently. Well, not normally, but this time I got my books from Sainsbury's because my mum was going for a little food shop and I was desperate for some new books, and she told me that Sainsbury's sells books, so I decided to go with her. And I managed to pick up some absolute bargains, and I was so happy with the selection of books Sainsbury's have. It was so impressive. There was two books that I've been wanting to read for a long time, To Kill a Mockingbird and Paper Towns, and I was pleasantly surprised to see that Sainsbury's actually sell those two books. I was so excited, and they were only £3.99 each, which is an absolute bargain. So I was literally thrilled when I saw that Sainsbury's was selling them, and I picked them up, and yeah, I've started reading one, but I picked up 4 books, but I was so happy when I saw they were selling To Kill a Mockingbird and Paper Towns. So obviously I bought Paper Towns by John Green, and the main reason why I bought this is because it's got Cara's face on the book, and the movie is coming out next week, which I'm definitely going to see. But I wanted to read the book before I watched the movie, so I bought this book, and this is the first book out of the 4 that I bought that I've started reading, and I'm over halfway through and I'm really enjoying it. I've gotten to the stage of the book now where I can't put it down. That's the best stage of the book, I think, where you're just so excited to read it and find out what happens that you just don't want to put it down. It's quite annoying because you can't do anything else with your life. You're like, do I shower, do I read, do I make my bed, do I read, do I go to work, or do I read? So it can set you back a bit in life, but I think it's really good when a book can make you so attached to it that you don't want to put it down and you just want to read it till the end. Now this book is about a girl called Margot who likes mysteries, according to the book. You've probably heard the quote, she likes mysteries so much that she became one. And I've heard that before, and I didn't realise it was from this book. Margot is a girl and she likes adventure, she likes mysteries, she's pretty cool, but she goes missing, which is sad, and it's basically her friend is trying to fit together the clues to find her and find out where she is. Now, I haven't got to the end of the book, so I don't know what happens, and even if I did, I wouldn't want to spoil it for you anyway. But it really is a good book. It's a clever book and it's interesting, and I am looking forward to reaching the end and finding out what happens. I literally have no idea what way it could go. John Green can be quite good with the plot twists, so, you know, it could be quite interesting to see what happens. Maybe it's not what I'm expecting, although I'm not expecting anything because, like I said, with John Green's books, you never know. I've only read 2 other John Green books, and that's, of course, The Fault in Our Stars and Looking for Alaska, which I read 2 weeks ago on holiday, and I really like that book. Out of the 3 so far, my favourite is probably Looking for Alaska, but I think Paper Towns, once I finished it, will probably become my favourite. I'm not going to lie, I was disappointed by The Fault in Our Stars. I mean, it was really good and it did make me cry, it made me feel emotion, but I was expecting so much more from it because there was so much hype around it. I was literally expecting it to be like the best book in the world. So when I read it, I was just like, oh, it's not as amazing as I thought it would be. But of course, I can't take away the fact that it is a really good book. I think any young adult should read at least one John Green book because they are brilliant stories and they're insightful. Then obviously I got To Kill a Mockingbird, which I was over the moon to find in Sainsbury's. And if I say Sainsbury's one more time, I'm like gonna cry because I feel like I've said this so much in this video. But yes, I'm not going to lie, I'm pretty ashamed to admit that I have no idea what this book is about. I haven't even read the blurb yet. But this is obviously a well-known classic novel, and I feel as a self-confessed bookworm, I should have read this book. And I've been wanting to read it for the past few years, and since I heard about the book, but I've never actually gone out and bought it, and I decided it was about time. So when I saw it, I was like, I have to get it now. I didn't expect to see it in a random food shopping place, but it was there and I was so happy because this is a really famous book, so I thought I've got to read it. And I've just kind of skimmed over the blurb now. It does look really interesting and like a really good story. And there's a new book by Harper Lee now, which apparently is really good, and it changes your opinion on the author, which is interesting. But obviously I want to read this one first because this is the classic, To Kill a Mockingbird. I got this book by Jill Mansell, and I was pleasantly surprised to see this on the shelf because I only recently read a book by Jill Mansell and I loved it. It's one of those books that's not an easy read, but it's not like a really difficult, horrible read. Some books are really good, have a great storyline, but they make you just feel so bad inside. Like, they're so depressing. But her books are just happy, light reading with a good storyline still attached to it, but they're just not horrible to read. And this is the type of book I would read, say, on holiday or just chilling out, relaxing. And this one is called 3 Amazing Things About You. It's probably a romance, but there's probably a lot of friendship in it as well. I'm not going to lie, I literally have no idea what I'm talking about. It says, a modern love story with a difference. I was right, a romance, but with a difference. So I'm looking forward to reading this because I was impressed with her last book. And she's got a lot of books, judging by her books page. That's a lot of books for an author. That's impressive. I'll definitely be reading more of her books after this one, but I'm really looking forward to reading this one because I know it's going to be a nice story. And I think if you're like a teenager, young adult who likes reading and likes to just relax and read girly books, then Jill Mansell is an author to go to for book reading. Last but not least, I picked up this book called The Pocket Wife by Susan Crawford, and I've never heard of this book. I've never heard of this author, but I thought, why not pick up something that I've never heard of and give it a go. It's always good trying something new, and this is a thriller book. Thriller books are great. I mean, they're scary, they make you feel afraid. If you're reading in bed at night, they might give you nightmares, but they're so good and addicting. I love this type of book because you just can't put them down. And there's always a good plot twist in a thriller, and there's always something going on and something intriguing. Nothing's ever as it seems. So I'm looking forward to reading this and unravelling the mystery of whatever's going on. Thrillers aren't normally the type of book I go for. I mean, I do read them. I've read a couple in my lifetime, but I do normally go for the girly, like, chick flick books or the young adult books. I never really go for thriller books. So I'm excited to read this because it's not what I would normally read. So it seems I've got a lot of reading to do, which is fun. I love reading. Let me know if you've read any of these books and what your favourite books are. I'd be interested to know. If you have any recommendations on books, please do let me know. And yeah, I might do some book reviews when I finish the books, but we shall see. So thank you for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed it, and please give it a thumbs up because why not? Have a nice week, and I'll speak to you again soon. Bye!